The Secret of the Star Garden. Long ago, on a small planet at the edge of the universe, there was a beautiful garden. This garden, known as the Star Garden, was a place where countless stars bloomed. In the Star Garden, there were mysterious flowers that shone both day and night, and trees that grew by consuming the light of the stars. The colorful lights of the flowers made it feel as if the very universe itself was alive. The guardian of this garden, Lumina, was a fairy born to take care of the Star Garden. Lumina had small wings and eyes that shone like the light of the stars. Her mission was to ensure that the Star Garden remained beautiful and radiant forever. Every day, she would fly around the garden, giving water to the flowers and watching over the growth of the trees. One night, Lumina noticed that a large star flower deep in the garden was wilting. This flower was particularly important in the garden, as it played a crucial role in providing light to the entire Star Garden. Lumina pondered what she could do to save this flower. She flew around the flower, carefully observing each leaf, but she couldn't find the cause. Lumina sought help from the garden's elder, the sage Eldra. Eldra knew all the knowledge of the garden, and was well versed in the secrets of the stars. He closed his eyes quietly and thought deeply. Lumina, to save the star flower, you need to find the star crystal in the far reaches of the universe. This crystal has the power to breathe new life into the flower and restore its brilliance. However, reaching that place will not be easy. A difficult journey and numerous trials await. Without hesitation, Lumina accepted Eldra's advice. She resolved to embark on a journey to save the Star Garden. Her heart burned with a strong will and hoped to protect the Star Garden. Lumina prepared everything she needed and left the Star Garden. The stars shining in the night sky illuminated her path, and she began her journey with hope in her heart. The first destination was a place called the Galactic Forest. There, star trees grew densely, and fruits that shone like the night sky were abundant. The forest was quiet, and the light of the stars reflected off the leaves of the trees, creating a fantastical scenery. As she entered the galactic forest, Lumina encountered creatures that emitted a mysterious light. Among them, the one that caught her eye the most was a small creature named Lumiris, clad in the light of the stars. Lumiris was friendly and took an interest in Lumina. "Hello, Lumina. I am Lumiris. I know this forest inside out. If you're in trouble, I'll help you." Lumina decided to enlist Lumiris's help. Together, they continued their journey, searching for a way through the galactic forest. However, deep in the forest, trials awaited them. At the heart of the forest was a place called the Trial of Light. Only those with a true heart were allowed to pass through there to the next destination. Standing before the trial, Lumina and Lumiris resolved to face it together. During the trial, they confronted various illusions and tested their strength and purity of heart. The illusions reflected past mistakes and future anxieties, but they supported each other and faced them with true hearts. As a result, they were able to overcome the trial. Having passed the trial, Lumina and Lumiris headed to their next destination. Their goal was the Star Lake. This lake was known as one of the most beautiful places in the universe, with the light of the stars reflecting on its surface to create a dreamlike scene. Around the lake, stones and plants that shone with the light of the stars were scattered, making it feel like being in a dream. When they arrived at Star Lake, Lumina and Lumiris were breathless with its beauty. However, in the center of the lake stood a giant crystal. Which was the star crystal they were searching for? To obtain the lake's crystal, they needed to pass a trial from the lake's guardian, the star spirit. The star spirit resided at the bottom of the lake, protecting its peace and beauty. Lumina mustered her courage and went to meet the star spirit. Seeing her determination and pure heart, the spirit decided to give her a trial. This trial was to play the music of the stars. The music of the stars was a melody that represented the harmony of the universe. Born from the deepest parts of the heart, feeling the star's light within her heart, Lumina began to play the music softly. Her melody spread around the lake, enhancing the brilliance of the stars. Moved by the beautiful music, the star spirit decided to bestow the star crystal upon Lumina. The star crystal had a special power to gather the energy of light and breathe new life into the wilted star flower. With the star crystal in hand, Lumina prepared to return to the star garden. Her journey had been long and sometimes arduous, but her heart was filled with hope and courage. Lumina and Lumiris passed through the galactic forest once more, and returned to the star garden. Upon arrival, she brought the crystal close to the wilted star flower. The flower absorbed the crystal's energy and began to shine anew. The star garden was once again filled with beautiful light, and Lumina's efforts bore fruit. The flowers in the garden shone even more vividly, and the star's light spread throughout the garden. Standing at the garden's center, Lumina felt deep joy as she watched the star flowers bloom once more. Her journey was over, and the star garden was enveloped in peace and beauty again. Lumina renewed her resolve to continue protecting the garden, and vowed to live with the light of the stars. The star garden would continue to shine eternally, spreading its beauty to the ends of the universe. Though Lumina and Lumiris's adventure had ended, their courage and friendship would be remembered forever. Afterward, Lumina nurtured friendships with many star creatures while tending to the garden. Her home was visited by the animals she had met in the galactic forest, and she spent lively days with them. Every night, Lumina and Lumiris sat under the starry sky, talking and dreaming about their next adventure. One day, a new visitor arrived at the garden. It was a star traveler who journeyed on a starship. The traveler shared tales of his adventures across the stars, with Lumina bringing new discoveries and knowledge. Listening to the traveler's stories, Lumina reflected on her adventures and gained new wisdom and courage. Moved by the garden's beauty and peace, the star traveler decided to stay for a while. He helped tend the garden and explored the secrets of the stars with Lumina. Together, they planted new flowers and gathered starlight to make the garden even more beautiful. When the traveler left the garden, Lumina expressed her gratitude and prayed for his safe journey. She welcomed him to return to the garden anytime, and looked forward to meeting him again. Lumina's adventures continued, and her heart was filled with new dreams and hopes. She vowed to keep protecting the garden and live with the light of the stars. The star garden would shine eternally, spreading its beauty to the ends of the universe. Her adventures were not yet over. The star garden still held many secrets and mysteries. Lumina decided to embark on new adventures to uncover them. The stars shining in the night sky continued to illuminate her journey. Her heart was filled with hope, courage, and infinite possibilities. Lumina vowed to protect the Star Garden and face new challenges and adventures. Upon returning to the Star Garden, Lumina visited a particularly important place within the garden. This place was called the Star Prayer Hill. Located on a high hill overlooking the entire garden, at the top of the hill stood an ancient stone monument, engraved with the garden's history and the tales of the stars. Lumina often offered prayers at this spot, wishing for the garden's peace and prosperity. Looking up at the starry sky from the hill, Lumina reflected on her journey. She had overcome many trials to obtain the star crystal, met new friends, and saved the Star Garden. Her heart was filled with a sense of accomplishment and anticipation for new adventures. That night, Lumina quietly closed her eyes on the Star Prayer Hill. Her heart was filled with the brilliance of the stars and hope for the future. She vowed to continue protecting the Star Garden and live with the light of the stars. The Star Garden would shine eternally, spreading its beauty to the ends of the universe. The tales of Lumina and her friends would be told forever, alongside the stars' glow. The next morning, Lumina inspected the garden, checking the growth of the flowers and trees. The garden was filled with newly blooming flowers and grown trees. She lovingly tended to each plant, giving them water and care. Thanks to Lumina's efforts, the Star Garden became even more beautiful, bringing joy and inspiration to its visitors. Lumina also deepened her bonds with the creatures she had met in the garden. She befriended Lumirus from the galactic forest, and many other creatures living in the garden. They played around Lumina joyfully, helped with the garden's care, and enjoyed their time together. Lumina and her friends worked together to protect the peace and beauty of the Star Garden. They meticulously cared for every corner of the garden, planted new flowers, and gathered starlight to illuminate the garden. Thanks to Lumina's efforts and her friends' cooperation, the Star Garden shone brighter, bringing joy and awe to many visitors. Lumina's adventures were not yet over. Her heart held new challenges and adventures to protect the peace and beauty of the Star Garden. She vowed to keep protecting the garden and live with the light of the stars. The Star Garden would shine eternally, spreading its beauty to the ends of the universe.